So guys, Sean Mannion finally spoke, and I'm telling you right now, what he just revealed is bigger than people are giving it credit for. Like, the media's out here talking about the same surface level stuff, but nobody is actually breaking down what this plan really means for this Eagles offense. I am talking about a brand new playbook, a completely different identity, and Jalen Hurts being used in ways we have genuinely never seen before in Philadelphia. And on top of that, DeJean just got a position change that makes this defense even more terrifying than it already was. So if you are an Eagles fan, you are going to love what we have got today. Let's get into it. What's up, Birds Gang? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Eagles. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So before we even get into Mannion and everything he said, I just want to take a second to appreciate where this team is right now as an organization, because OTAs are right around the corner and the Eagles are already doing the little things right. They just hosted their annual basketball team building activity over at St. Joe's University, and look, I know that sounds small, I know people are going to say who cares about a basketball game, but here is the thing people always miss. Chemistry is not built in training camp. Chemistry is not built in week one. It is built in moments exactly like this. And honestly, one thing you can never take away from Nick Sirianni is that his teams genuinely like each other. They have real chemistry on and off the field, and that is a huge reason why this organization keeps finding ways to win. Now let's talk about Sean Mannion. And I want to start with something that the Philadelphia Inquirer's Jeff McClain just confirmed, because this changes everything about how we should be looking at this offense going into 2026. Mannion is going to have full 100% control and total autonomy over this Eagles offense. Full stop. No interference, no Sirianni keeping one hand on the wheel like he has done with basically every coordinator before this. And look, I am not here to bash Nick, because the man did take us to 2 Super Bowls and we won one of them. But after what we watched last season with that offense, we all knew something had to change in a major way, and that change is here. Here is what McClain confirmed. Under Mannion, the Eagles are going to learn an entirely new playbook, built on the same concepts that have made Kyle Shanahan's 49ers and Sean McVay's Rams 2 of the most efficient offenses in the entire NFL. We are talking more under center, more play action, more bootlegs, more motion before the snap, better and more creative route trees, a completely revamped pass game from top to bottom. This is not about fixing a couple of things. This is throwing the whole thing out and starting fresh, and that is exactly what we needed.
And now when Mannion finally spoke at his press conference, you could immediately tell this guy is different. He talked about how every single element of this offense has to fit together. The run game and the pass game have to marry each other. Every play has a predetermined timing and rhythm built into it. The route timing connects directly to the quarterback's footwork and drop back. Like, he has genuinely thought about every single detail of this offense. And that is what separates him from Kevin Patullo, because Patullo never ran out of words. But when it came to actually producing on the field, that was a whole different story. The results just never showed up, and we all lived through every painful week of it. Mannion comes in, and first press conference, he already sounds like a guy who has been preparing for this his entire career. And honestly, that difference alone gives me more confidence in this Eagles offense than anything we saw all of last season. But here is what I keep coming back to. People keep asking whether Jalen Hurts can actually fit into this new offense. And look, that question is fair, because his whole career he has been in the shotgun, throwing outside the numbers, running RPOs. This system is going to ask something completely different from him. So can he do it? The answer is already on tape. Brian Baldinger just broke down the tape, and honestly, it shuts down every single doubter. Against the Chargers, Hurts runs play action, fakes to Saquon Barkley, steps up, and fires a perfect throw across the middle. 2 plays, 2 first downs, both over 20 yards. Then go watch Minnesota Week 7. Play action, eyes never left downfield, and he throws it 55 yards in stride to Devontae Smith for a 79-yard touchdown. And later in that same game, he takes a massive hit while delivering a perfect throw on a crosser. That is toughness, that is accuracy, and that is exactly what Mannion is going to build this entire offense around.
Look, Hurts was not asked to do these things very often in the old system, and even when he was, it was still inside Patullo and Sirianni's broken offense. But when they did ask him to do it, He was really, really good at it. So imagine what happens when an entire offense is built around maximizing those exact skills. That is what Mannion is doing right now, and that is why Hurts has apparently been a sponge in these early offseason sessions, always coming back wanting more, asking for more fundamentals, more timing work, more scheme details. That is the sign of a quarterback who is locked in and ready to take a massive step forward. And I haven't even talked about the rest of this receiving group yet, because Malachi Lemon, Dontavion Wicks, and Hollywood Brown coming in as route runners who all bring something different to the table. Dallas Goedert is still one of the most reliable targets Hurts has ever had, and tight ends are a massive part of the Shanahan and McVay style system that Mannion is building, so expect Goedert to be heavily involved as well. This offense, top to bottom, has the pieces to be genuinely dangerous in 2026. Now let me tell you, there is one more piece of this puzzle that nobody is talking about enough, and it is on the defensive side of the ball. Vic Fangio just confirmed that Cooper DeJean is going to play safety in base defense packages this season. The best slot cornerback in the entire NFL is moving to safety in base and then sliding back into the nickel when the defense shifts packages. And here is why that is absolutely terrifying for opposing offenses. In base defense, you have DeJean and Andrew Mukaba as your safety tandem, with Quinion Mitchell and Reek Woolen on the outside. That is an elite four. But then when you go to nickel, DeJean wins back to the slot, where he is literally the best player in the world at that position. So now you have Mitchell, Woolen, and DeJean all on the field at the same time. Try to attack Mitchell on the boundary, all pro. Try to go after Woolen on the other side, one of the best corners available in free agency. Try to exploit the slot. DeJean is waiting right there. Good luck with that.
And honestly, the Fangio news gets even better than that, because he confirmed that he is not going anywhere anytime soon. He said he is good for at least 2 more years. And honestly, the way he talked about this roster and this defense, you get the sense that he is genuinely energized and excited about what is being built here. And he should be, because this Eagles defense, with Fangio running it for 2 more years, combined with what Mannion is building on offense, this team has a real chance to be special in 2026. But there are still real questions at the second safety spot alongside Mukaba in nickel packages. Marcus Epps is the current frontrunner, and he played well enough last season to give us some confidence there, but that is still an open competition, and it is a position that needs to be figured out before the season starts. And obviously, the Nolan Smith situation is not great. Getting arrested for going 135 miles per hour in a 70 zone is really, really dumb, and there has to be accountability for that. Smith is entering the most important season of his career, with his 5th-year option picked up and a contract extension on the line. He cannot afford distractions like this. Hopefully, this is a wake-up call, and he goes out and has the kind of season that reminds everybody why the Eagles drafted him in the first round. But here is the thing. Even with those concerns, the foundation of this team is stronger right now than it has been in a long time. The offense is getting a complete overhaul under a coordinator who has full control and a real vision. The defense is locked in with Fangio back for 2 more years. The roster is loaded with playmakers at every level. That's where I'm at with it, Birds Gang. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what you think. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button right now, because we talk Eagles every single week and you do not want to miss what's coming next. Fly, Eagles, fly.